and welcome to UncleShooter's Workshop and another episode in Appetite for Deconstruction. Your host is John Schuster. Today's project is something unique. It is a Brother HL960, as you can see right here, laser printer. Prints 12 pages per minute. This particular device has been in UncleShooter's lab for the last 7 years. It's functioned pretty well, and recently both the toner and the drum went on this device. So I went over to the local office supply place to purchase another one, and that's when I found out that the components are so old on this particular device that the toner cartridge and the drum unit for this device cost as much as me going out and buying two brand new HL1020N laser printers, which print at 10 pages per minute. I could actually buy two complete laser printers for the price of the replacement parts on this one. The original idea was to take this device and donate it to somebody, but they would have the exact same problem and discover in a real short period of time that this device is overly expensive. So this device is going under the knife today in another episode of Appetite for Deconstruction. After about 10 minutes of tearing apart, we've taken the drawer out, broken a few panels off the side. Here's the inside unit. And there's some piece of optical equipment in here. Piece of glass right there. I'll try and figure out what that does. One thing I might recommend if you're considering ever tearing apart a laser printer, make certain you're not wearing any good clothes because the toner is everywhere inside of here. Have plenty of rags and water handy, or you're going to be a mess. Well, here's the heart of a laser printer. This particular unit is the guts of the inside of one. I'm going to swing around here and zoom in. As you can see right there, that little round object with the slit in it is the laser. It projects the beam onto this rotating mirror. The rotating mirror has these smooth surfaces along the end right here. Right there. Projects through this first glass lens and then onto this second glass lens that you see right here and projects the light down onto the paper to burn the image for the paper. We're going to keep this particular unit in the electronic bay that's along the edge here. See whether we might be able to use it for something in the future. This is the unit after about another 25 minutes of deconstruction. It's a very well built unit from 7 years ago. A solid steel chassis with everything screwed in place. So far I've managed to get quite a collection of screws and springs and the likes. But something I'd like to note to you is take a look at these burn marks here and up on top right here. Right there. Oops, there we go. Right there. See that burn mark? That's actually welded. A laser printer that's been welded together. You won't find that type of quality anymore. Well, after another 25 minutes of tearing this unit apart, this is the empty carcass of the unit. And as you can see, it held up pretty well to all the hacking and pounding and sawing and everything else I could do to it. There is a circuit board in there that we are going to chuck, and this whole carcass is going to get chucked completely. But this is it after it's been stripped down. Well, after about an hour total of deconstruction, this is the booty from the HL960 Brother laser printer. We have a muffin fan. We have, about 1/8 of a container of various hardware. We have all sorts of springs and gears and gear assemblies. We have a couple of latching relays that are mechanical based. We have 2 motors, including one 24-volt 5-watt motor, which was the original drive motor for the unit. We also have these 2 integrated circuits. When I looked these up on the internet, I found out that these 2 integrated circuits have been replaced with one small 12-pin package. So we'll probably chuck those. Also came up with a little push-button board, which we'll keep. We came up with the power supply unit, which we'll test and see whether it still works. If it does, we might be able to incorporate it into a project. We came up with the actual laser device, which the laser device is right here. We'll probably pull that out. And if my guess is right, because this is an older laser printer, that laser diode that's in there is probably a high output one. We might be able to make a laser that burns through plastic bags. We also have the main circuit board, which we'll chuck because it's not much use to us right now. We also have this glass heater tube that you see right here with this limiting resistor that came with it. This used to heat up in the drum to seal the toner to the paper when it went through. And the standard bunches of wires that we have, but in this case the bunches of wires all have connectors on the end of them. Overall, this is a pretty good scavenging expedition that we've been on. We also have one, as you can see, big bag of garbage, which is the bag of garbage from the unit. This was a lot of fun. We'll file all these parts away. Typically I put the parts into plastic baggies, the gallon-sized baggies that you use for freezer bags, and label them so that I can locate the things later. Thank you very much.